Hey everybody, this is my delayed entry program video. Whew. Okay, so I've already explained what it takes to get here. You know, MEPS, physical, ASVAB, picking your job, swearing in. I have videos on that, so check it out if you're interested. I made those the day after I did them, so they're pretty accurate. So, the delayed entry program, what is it? Well, you're immediately in it the moment you swear in. And what it is, it's a program to get you ready for boot camp. Whether you're only in for a week or 6 months like myself, you know, I'm shipping out September 22nd. It's very important, and you're in it, no matter what. So, what exactly is it like to be in it? So I've only been in for 2 weeks. After you swear in, you're in it. So you go to your branch office, Navy. So I'm going to be talking through the eye of the Navy. You get the bag, and in the bag, it looks like this. It's like a sports athletic bag. You get a few things. You get this hat, get this shirt, get this lanyard, get some cups, get some stickers, get some pins, stuff like that. But the most important thing, I think, and pretty sure is, in the whole bag that you get, this. Your Bible. Your study guide. Start guide. What does START stand for? Standards, traditions, acknowledgement, requirement, and training. This is everything you got to know before and for boot camp. You guys study this all through your delayed entry program, and truthfully, the longer you're in the delayed entry program, the better, because now that's the more time you have to study this, and which means you know, when you get to boot camp, it's gonna be a lot easier. So if you're in for a while, if you've already sworn in, or if you're thinking you might not leave for a while because you're in high school and you still have some school to finish up, and you're like, oh, I want to get in as soon as possible, but I can't because I have to wait 4 months. That's okay. That's perfect, because now you have plenty of time to study. You know, what does that mean when you study? It's not just going to be easier when you get to boot camp. If you know everything in here, there's a little test at the very end that your recruiter goes over with you. But if you know everything in this guide and you meet the physical requirement within the first week of boot camp, you're immediately going to be promoted to an E2 if you're going in as an E1. There's other ways to become an E2. An E2, what does that mean? Higher rank, as well as more money. In the end, that's what it's all about, right? How to become an E2? There's many ways. Stuff like recruiting people, referrals. If someone wants to join and they say, hey, this person told me about it, you get the credit, you get the points, you potential to get promotion. You know, if you have 2 people coming in under you. And also, I think if you have like 2 of them, or at least one of them be a nuclear engineer, if they qualify for that job, that becomes an E3 for you. But right now, the for sure safe way to do it is to study your guide and making sure you're ready. So, requirements of the delayed entry program. You this hat, this shirt. There's these meetings once a month or twice a month, depending on your station, where you go in with your whole delayed entry program group, which is the number of people who are going to boot camp from whatever time they're going. You know, for me, it's 42 people, so once a month. For us, it's the second Wednesday at 3 o'clock. We show up. We show up wearing our hat and our shirt. You take your hat off whenever you go inside a building. I'm leaving it on just because, you know, I want everyone to see what it looks like. Navy, you know. But you go inside, you know, you study stuff. You study rank recognition. This. You got to study all these ranks. Right, what do they mean? Blah, blah, blah. The guide. The Sailor's Creed. That's in the guide. That's the number one thing. To me, that's the most important thing in the guide. The Sailor's Creed. So that's, you know, that's in here. I know it. I'm not going to go through it right now. But what I did, I made a poster, a big poster in my room, Sailor's Creed. So whenever I wake up, you know, it sounds kind of corny, but this is also good preparatory stuff for, you know, getting used to the military lifestyle. So whenever I wake up, you know, I look at the Sailor's Creed, I salute it, and then I say it. Other things you have to know as in the guide that are really important, I would say the Sailor's Creed and the mission of the Navy, the RT Maxim, which is, you know, your recruit train command maximum. So their, you know, their code of ethics, and also a very big important thing, Navy core values, honor, courage, and commitment. You gotta explain those. Remember those. But you'll go over that in the meeting. So once or twice a month, you go there, you'll study this stuff, you'll practice drills, saluting, about face, marching, stuff like that. So that's once a month or twice a month. You also have to see a recruiter face to face twice a month. The delayed entry program meetings, they count as at least one face to face. So another time during the month, you have to show up and say hi to them and talk to them and let them know what's going on with you. It's a follow-up, and also just making sure you're alive and that you're staying on track. You know, making sure you're still at your weight, because they can kick you out if you're out of the standards. Even though you passed everything, you've done your test, you've done your physical, they can kick you out if you haven't kept in the standards within the delayed entry program. So it's very important that you stay healthy and smart. So yeah, face to face. The meetings count as one. You have to contact your recruiter. For me, it's every Monday, so once a week, before a certain time. Either text, call, Facebook, just telling them, you know, your week, making sure your status hasn't changed. No surgeries, no illness, no new tattoos. You haven't had a kid, no marriage, stuff like that. And that's really, you know, the main things you gotta do. Also, whenever you go into the station, you know, they're getting you accustomed to tradition and the rules and what it's like to be on a ship. So whenever you go into the station, the entrance is the quarterdeck, and so what you do, there's a flag. For at least my station, where the flag is right to the left of us. So when you first walk in, you always stand at attention, salute the flag, put your hand down, and then you salute the room, and you request permission to come into the room. And the way you do that is you hold your ID you'll get in the entry program. I don't have mine yet because they didn't want to give it to me. They didn't want to go through the whole printing it out, I guess. I don't know. But so you walk in, you salute the flag, then you salute the room, hold your ID up, and you salute, and then you say, for me, it's Future Sailor Herman, respectfully requesting permission to come aboard. And then you always keep your arm up, and you always stand at attention until someone salutes you and says, come aboard. And you don't put your hand down or you don't move until they move and put their hand down, because then you're allowed to. And when you want to leave, right, you kind of do it backwards. You request permission to leave by, once again, saluting the room, holding your thing, and saying, Future Sailor, whatever your name is, Future Sailor Herman, respectfully requesting permission to go ashore. And then they salute, and they say, go ashore. And they put their hands down. And then you turn, again, stand at attention, and then you salute the flag, and then you leave. And the way that works is, as a future sailor, you're always going to have to do that when you go in and when you leave. And if there's someone coming in or leaving who's a future sailor, you can salute them and give them permission to leave or go. So that's really it. So my experience in it so far has been pretty cool. There's actually a lot of nice people in there from all ages and all different jobs, and it's a community. You know, you're now in the Navy, you're a part of the family, you know, and you get to know everyone and you work together, you know. And what it is also, there's a chain of command even for the recruits. So they give leadership positions to these people in the group to get you accustomed to boot camp, because boot camp they do that. And also it's just good to know the chain of command. That's another thing you gotta learn, is the chain of command and the 11 general orders of a century. That's something you really gotta learn. That's kind of a hard one because it's a little bit more lengthy, and you gotta know the order and everything, and you gotta know your phonetic alphabet, stuff like, you know, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, stuff like that. What I would suggest is make flashcards. You know, if you don't know your ranks, print out these, cut them out, and then put them on flashcards. You know, what rank is this? That's an E2. You know, stuff like that. Same thing for the posters. I made posters, whatever it takes. So it's pretty cool. You feel more involved. And speaking involved, you know, they're not going to kick the person. Here's the thing. Like I said before, they have the right to kick someone out. They're not going to kick the person out who's showing they're involved. That being said, I'm just a pound below my maximum weight. For my height, I got to be 186. I'm 185 right now. So technically, if for whatever reason they had to kick someone out, and let's say everyone was doing the right thing, including me, you know, knew everything they had to know, showing up to all the events and all the meetings proper, and I'm the one who's the fattest, and they gotta kick someone out, they're gonna kick me out. But so what I've been doing, and I suggest you do the same, because keep in mind, you're doing this because you love the Navy, or at least this is a lifestyle you want to be involved in. You should take pride in it. So what I did yesterday, and I recommend this, is you go to the schools. The recruiters go to schools to recruit, high schools. Show up, hang out, say, hey, can I come with you guys to the recruiters? I mean, to the high schools to help you out. So what I did yesterday was we went to an advanced pre-cal class, because we're trying to pick up some nuclear engineers or advanced electronics. So what I did was I just kind of stood there in the room and looked all kind of sharp and handed out business cards, recruiters' business cards, and threw balls that says Navy on them and stuff like that. Kind of involved, and sometimes you'll have to say your story. Just kind of participate, show them that you care and that you want to learn and that you're active. My recruiter told me, like, hey man, you're doing a good job, keep it up, you're impressing and you're making people want to be involved. So if it comes down to it, if they have to kick anyone out, they're not going to kick the person who's studying, and they're not going to kick the person who's trying to be involved and help. Also, like I said, get to know everyone in the group, make contacts, work out together, go to the gym, run, PT, go make some study groups, learn your ranks, learn your sailor's creed. If you can learn this now, which I recommend, because you can look up the start guide on Google, it's going to help you out before you even get to the delayed entry program. That's really just it. It's been pretty cool. It's been a fun ride. It took a long time to get here, and I'm still not done yet. I still got to work out and maintain what I got. One thing I can say is, if you have a long time to go, start studying a little bit. Not too, don't break your head if you're still in high school. Focus on school, finishing that. But study your sailor's creed once in a while, your orders and stuff like that. It's been pretty cool, and people are really nice. It's a cool place to be, and it makes you feel more a part of the Navy. And it's not like you just signed a contract and now you're waiting to head out. You feel like you belong now. At least that's how I feel. You're actually in the Navy. So if you have any questions, please shoot me a message or a comment. I can't think of anything else to say other than good luck.